welcome to another episode of your podcast, our podcast, ELEV8. I have my boy, my co-host, of course, CJ Boyd in the building with me. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he was on here before I was. So shout out to CJ for always being here and being available.
Showing the professionalism, man. Hell, hey, man, we was on Homegirl. Hey, when we was on Homegirl show, boy, I was 20 minutes prior, boy. Hey, people don't know right before the show. Hey, man, we both be running late, dog. Hey, I know. Hey, it's all good, though. Hey, we here, though.
Yeah, man. we here. What you got? What you pouring up?
Hey, man, today's drink is sponsored by, it ain't sponsored, but Evan Williams, the honey. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but straight. You know, but I'm only do one because I'm going to go to the gym after this podcast. Well, actually, no, I'm not because the Mavericks play at like 9 o'clock. So, you know.
And it's going to be a big game. I'm hoping they can pull it off. But if not, I mean, hey, it's been one hell of a season for them. So,
no, we taking it. Hey, man, we taking it out. We back on our home court. I almost bought tickets, but that's them damn things was $200. For way touching the boy touching the man. Hey, you touching the air conditioner. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
You on the AC unit just in case.
Hey, you in the AC? Hey, man, but we in the row 500, 600. Goddamn. Hey, the t-shirt cannons ain't making it where we at. Shit.
No, they gotta bring them up there and hand them to you.
Oh yeah, they gotta bring them up there.
So, of course, tonight, you know, the main topic that I wanted to talk about and go in on was the Kevin Sangel'S death and the comments surrounding that. And it was very disheartening for me to look on social media and see so many people. I'm not even going to say just women, people in general. And when I'm talking about people, I'm talking about
mostly women, of course.
Yeah, but our community, though, you know what I'm saying? You had, and man, I'm gonna call them out. The guys that I think they did the podcast on Sunday. They did a special podcast in regards to that, and I was just a little disappointed. I get it. It's everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But to bash and try to tear someone down in their demise, to me,
whose podcast?
It was on the BS3 network. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I was out there because I had to hear what they had to say. I had to do it.
It was on the BS3 network. Not on our block.
On our block.
Hey, you need to tell me who was doing it, and we gonna have to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm opening up our platform, or if they want to open up their platform, I can't think of the name right off top of my head. But
Ben gonna tell us.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. I'm not taking away from those gentlemen at all, but I was just a little disappointed in the fact of we can't bash this man for really shedding light and telling the truth. And a lot of black women and a lot of black men don't want to hear the truth. It's like if you're telling the truth about someone, they don't want to hear it. So you're the bad person. You're the bad guy. And I keep hearing the same thing. Oh, it wasn't about what he was saying. It was his delivery. It was how he was doing things. Well, you got to understand, he's in a position of power. Well, not even power, but he's in a position of, I guess you would say, popularity because of his delivery, because of how he came off, and it got him likes. It got him the attention that he was just doing the work, but it still got him attention. Almost in the sense of how you would say, I guess, Dr. Umar or Tariq Rashid, like those gentlemen, how their message is always there, but they may say something that get the clickbait. So they may say something that grabs people's attention that may not have paid attention to them. So I understood it from that standpoint, but I also understood it from knowing the history of him, like knowing him being in the Black manosphere. And I'm not sure if you even familiar with what that is, but basically the Black manosphere is basically brothers coming together on one accord, not necessarily agreeing on everything, but saying, hey, we got to look out for ourselves. We got to look out for each other and not buying into the narrative of what's the brother name that had his wife out there looking?
Derek Jackson.
I always got to point him out because Black women in general threw Black women in general threw money at this man. They wanted to hear this man speak. They idolized this man like he was something, the gift of God. And meanwhile, he out here doing what he do behind his wife and got her looking crazy. And then you still got Black women that support him. It's okay that he messed up, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, y'all like that because he kissed y'all ass. Let's just keep it real. If the Black man is kissing your ass, you gonna support, oh yeah, he's it. That's it. That's how you need to be. And it's like, no, it's not. It's really time for us as Black men to rise up, take our place. And that's not to put Black women down, but that's to give Black women that, hey, it's okay to follow you. Hey, it's okay to let you take the lead. It's okay for you to lead by example. It's okay for you to be the head of this household. We're the only community that's still struggling with that. And I do not understand why for the death of me. But I want you to go ahead and comment on it before I even get further into that.
So what I thought would be a good idea, how to break this whole situation down, we can break this into 3 parts. Of course, the initial reaction, how did we both feel when we first heard his news? Mm-hmm. Second, how do you think he went down as far as, during his final hours? How do you think the situation was? And then thirdly, we could talk about, hey, what you sipping on, brother?
Hey, you inspired me. You inspired me. I tell you that all the time. You don't realize it.
Hey.
I know you like to think like, oh yeah, we got that. Yeah, we do got that bond, but you inspire me as well. And the thing is this, and this is the message that I want to put out. Thanks. We can do this and still be responsible men.
Oh,
that's the thing. We ain't out here DWIs. We ain't out here rattling out. We ain't doing none of that. We still able to take care of our business and take care of our household and take care of our families and still be able to enjoy ourselves responsibly.
Facts, absolutely. But hey, but hold on. Every time you drink a little something, I gotta drink a little. But anyway, so we can, so we can break this down to the initial reaction. How do you think his last 24 hours, and then the legacy he leaves behind? So I think those 3 points will kind of cover everything we're going to talk about anyway. So absolutely. My first initial reaction when he passed away, at first, of course, like any random death, I thought it was fake. I thought it was, I didn't believe it, right? So, comes to find out he died, right? Mm-hmm. Was I sad he died? I ain't gonna lie. In this day and age, I wasn't sad. I was just kind of like, damn. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, like, damn, right. I was shocked. But of course, what disgusted me was our sisters, and you have what I like to call, disclaimer before we even get to the segment. We got about 9 minutes in. We ain't hit to them double digits yet. So we love our Black queens on ELEV8. We love our women. We want y'all to succeed. We was just on a podcast yesterday talking about how much we love to see this new day and age woman become independent and become a go-getter. I like that. Not just a goal-getter, a goal-getter. So we appreciate our Black women. We love y'all to death. I want nothing more but to continue having more strong Black women teach strong Black women so then they can have strong Black families and a strong foundation of a household. So that was a disclaimer. Now, with that being said, I seen our sisters was celebrating like this man, and you know, I'm not really into the celebratory death. Let me see. Did he kill somebody? Nah, he ain't do that. Was he involved in some pedophilia? Nah, he was not involved in that. Was he out here just beating women, just beating the shit out of women? We don't know, but I'm pretty sure judging, no, it's highly unlikely. You see what I'm saying? He's not out here, you know, forcing himself on any woman or on anybody. It's, you know, so he's never did none of those to be like, you know what, the world would be a little bit better without you, because we have just evil ass people in this world. He was not one of them. You know what's his problem? I'm sorry. He had a different ideology. You know what I'm saying? He chose the path that people really wasn't walking on like that. And he got crucified by our sisters, you know. And people, you know, it just really disheartened me when I was just seeing people just really, I mean, just they was just disrespect, like they were really celebrating, and you know, and trust me, I understand beefs. I understand if you're not cool on somebody, if you're not cool with people when they're on this earth, how you expect them to feel when you died? You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I even understand that. So I'm not saying people gotta be saying R.I.P. Rip Kevin Samuels in their bio. I ain't even saying people to say like to wish a prayer. Like if you really didn't like the nigga, then you really didn't like the nigga. Like that's okay. Yeah. But you don't have to have the extra energy to disrespect this man if he didn't disrespect you blatantly, you know. And truthfully, I'm trying to think. In any of his podcasts, he never just lashed out, just, you know, just on some, like, he wasn't just, first off, like Lily was saying and Mika was saying on Kings of Queens, they kept calling him. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there is no sensible woman, there's not a happy woman that's right there with you, brother. There was no sensible woman that's on there. You don't see married women on there. You don't see like women that got their shit together on there. You don't see them on there. So you know, so his target audiences was people that was calling in. And just to see the black woman, and of course you have these old holier than thou men. Oh, he's a menace to the black community. He's talking down to our sisters and all that.
Yeah.
Do I feel like he went hard a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, okay, you ain't have to tell her you weigh more than the damn car, girl, or some shit, or you weigh more than the hell. You could be a linebacker, you know. But he didn't. Now, if you really watch his podcast, he didn't turn up until the woman turned up. Then shit, you don't want to turn up, you know. But anyway, I'll save a little bit.
Good evening.
Nah,
you didn't miss it.
Hey, hell nah, you ain't miss it. Hey, we glad. Hey, I see you. I see you. Hey, Miss Walker, why did they roast you for 17 minutes straight on the forecast? They roasted my girl, for 12 minutes. She couldn't even. She was saying so Alice was good. Like I'm like, damn. But it's all good. But but just my first initial reaction, I really didn't like how we handled that. I thought we could have handled it better, and I was kind of shocked, really. You know, so how was your reaction?
I mean, to be honest with you, I was shocked to hear about the death. I personally didn't believe it. I didn't think that it was real. Am I shocked Am I shocked the way people responded or reacted? To be quite honest with you, no. But am I disappointed? Yes. And the reason I say that is the people that he targeted were the people that spoke out. The people that he was talking about were the ones that showed their true colors when that man was gone. Because at what point do you realize it's just like when you a kid and you afraid of somebody, or like oh, my dad, I gotta act right, blah, blah, blah. But once your dad gone, you got that confidence back of, okay, I can act up now. Okay, I can, go back to my normal scheduled program. That, in my opinion, is what he pointed out. And I'm just disappointed in a lot of black men and a lot of black women, because just like you said, he didn't kill nobody. Hell, George Zimmerman out here doing tours signing Skittles bags. Where's the disdain for him? Where's the hatred for him? Where is the, yeah, he got what he deserved for him? Where is that energy at? Like, we're targeting our energy to the wrong people. And in the case of Kevin Samuel, I just feel like whether you agree or disagree, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But what you can't deny is that he told the truth and he pointed out the ugly facts. Whether you like it or not, it's the ugly facts that he pointed out. And what people don't realize and understand about him was, he's an image consultant. So that's what he did for a living. He basically judged people on their appearance for a living. And the key things that people were missing was, number one, those women were calling in to him. Number two, the man kept it real and kept it funky. And also, he didn't start out with women. He started out on us. He started out on the brothers. He would go in on the brothers and say, hey, you need to get your shit together. Or not only that, but he would go ahead.
No, but look how we took. Hold on. He didn't even say that, but look how we took that as men. He's like, oh shit, hey, you right. Hey, how do I expect a woman to commit to me if I ain't got shit from me? Damn, man, I need to get on my fucking grind. Look how we took that. Yeah. Versus look how women took that. You
because
said,
they too accustomed. Go ahead. They way too accustomed to black men kissing their ass.
Right.
But then when they get, and I that's why I wanted to apologize yesterday to Kim and Grace, because I knew, like, Kim made that very clear at the beginning of the podcast. She didn't want it to be a bashing of the men or a bashing of the women. And I'm not trying to do that. But I have to point out the facts.
Hey, well, speak your mind, bro. We on ELEV8. We ain't on nobody show. It's me and you now, brother. We on ELEV8, baby.
But especially within our community, like, it's not a secret. We know what we need to do. We know the things we need to work on. We know the people that we need to address. But for our women, it's just like what I said before on Life Happens podcast. You're passing up what you consider the lame guy early on in life. You passing him on up. But then when you get into your later 20s or early 30s, and you done had 2 or 3 kids by a knucklehead dude that ain't got nothing to offer you, won't even take care of his kids, you expect for that lame guy to come and pick up the pieces. You expect that lame guy to now still be checking for you like he was back then. And now a lot of men are wising up saying, no, I'm good. At one point, I did want to get to know you. At one point, I did want to build something with you. But why am I going to take on another man's leftovers or another man's, I guess you could say, and even for women, it's the same thing. If you had a man that was, Mr. Big Shot back in his prime or back in his day, and now, he still think that in his head, but you're looking at him like, yeah, that was lust. That wasn't nothing major. Then you should be able to move forward without, dealing with that. And most men, especially black men, the ones that are in the, I guess you could say the 10% that are what you would consider the high value man from a financial perspective, a lot of them ain't checking for black women because they remember how they were treated by black women when they were younger. They remember the black women that passed them up, or the black women that were like, oh, nah, you ugly, or nah, you lame, or, whatever the case may have been. And that's my only thing is, like, you're seeing a lot of that. You're seeing the women that were upset at Kevin Samuel are usually the women that are what? Single, not attractive, nothing really going for themselves in that department as far as being able to get the type of man that they want.
Justin, I got a quick question, and this is gonna prove my point, right? When Melissa tells you something, do you like what's your first response? When she tell you something, like if she tells you something that maybe you need to change, what's your response?
I look into myself, and what I mean by that is, I'm in a relationship with you, right? So I'm expecting you to have my best interests at heart as I have yours. So with that being said, if you're telling me, hey, I think you should work on this, or I think you should change this, just like what we discussed last night, it ain't gonna do anything but benefit the relationship, which in return benefits you and her. You know what I'm saying? So just like if she's able to come to me and say, hey, you need to work on this, that, or the other, I got to be able to do the same thing as well. So
okay, now here's my thing. When you come up to her and say some shit that she needs to work on, does she catch like a little attitude at first, and then she's like, oh, okay, nah, yeah, you're right, or does she just be like, okay, yeah, you're absolutely right?
You know the answer to that.
I know exactly. I didn't have to say nothing, because guess what? It's the same on this end. Yeah. It's the same it's the same, but you see, this how it correlates to Kevin Samuel. You see how when he was on our ass, I'm like, shit, you know what? Maybe you're right. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should try to, maybe we should work on ourselves first before we just out here trying to get somebody. Let's try to get our money up. Then we'll try to do something. But guess what? You try to tell a girl, well, shit, maybe your fat ass need to get on the damn treadmill. This, that, and third, and because you look unattractive, you're not the woman. I'm sorry, Then guess what? You know what? Hold on. Now look what I just said. I guarantee you, if they just clip that part, they like, oh my God, he's so offensive. This, that, and the third. But you know what? That's the difference in. And you know what crazy? Hold on. What really gets me going? They was talking about the delivery, right? Now I'm gonna say this, right? For my because I know the generation of like kind of ELEV8, it's a little older, but I mean, let me quote you some some lyrics by Future, right? Mm-hmm. He says in the song Freak Hoes, he says, freak hoes, lay it down, put your knees on your elbows. They all in the But hey, but Justin, but you're a little bit older than me, right?
So I got a song. Take it back. I can take it back to that Master P and them song, Freak Hoes.
Okay, well, hold on, right? The song, what's that song by Guy? Girl, it's true. I still love you. Like, hold on, you not know that was a song about he loving this side chick? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that, right? But it's the delivery, because this nigga doing in an R&B song, hey, it's cool. But when somebody you don't necessarily like says the same thing, then it's a problem. Then it's so y'all can miss me with that whole it's just his delivery. Because when women get on our ass, they say, be a man, take it. Be a man, hey, get on your shit. Take it, right? All right, I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just be like, you know what? Maybe you like way a little bit too much of me. Maybe I just want somebody that's a little bit more thinner. Then you're shaming big women. You're that's okay. I'm a have somebody. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how it was nothing but. But just it was really just our sister that was celebrating his death, and I just feel like people that were celebrating, I feel like he kind of hit home a little bit with y'all. I mean, I'm gonna even go further. I think maybe you was about the same size, not even about the same size. I'll even take the physical aspect out. You had an ideology that was the same of and this the crazy part, right? I had to look at like 5 or 6 Kevin Samuel videos, but I've been looking at those. Justin, he was going in on women that was about my age. Some of them, and truly, the ones that was around anywhere from 18 to like 26, they were receptive of hearing what he had to say. The older audience, that's in maybe your generation, around maybe 30, like early 40s, they couldn't process it. Because when you live too long, and hold on, Kevin Samuels was 57. Yep. So, so what I'm saying is it's the majority of the older audience that was having a problem with what he was saying, and the younger audience was a little bit more receptive, like, yeah, that's true, yeah, because I mean, it's quite rare to have a 20-year-old that got 3 kids, and the 3 kids are like teenagers. That's kind of actually, I don't even think that can fucking happen, because I'm thinking about it now. But he's talking to women in their late, like their early 40s. He done talk to women that's around his age, and it's just the receptive part. They don't want to do that because it's, oh no, it's him. Oh, it's him, and he telling you, no, it's baby, it might be you.
But you want to know why that is? Why the younger audience is more accepting of it than the older audience? It's like, you're a boxing fan, right? Mm-hmm. Remember Adrian Broner lost the fight, and he was like, "Nah, my mind, I won. I don't know what y'all were looking at."
Yeah, right? to Marcus Maidana.
Exactly. Yep. So that's what it is for the older audience. In their mind, no, I'm still winning. I'm still attractive. What are you talking about? Yeah, I may be 30 plus, but I'm still attractive. I still, guys still want to shoot their shots at me or whatever. Message for the ladies. Just because a man want to shoot a shot at you doesn't mean he wants to wife you.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? And it's
A-Trap.
Oh, bad. Shout out to A-Trap. He the real one.
Sure.
Hey, but you know what? It's so funny how he's a little bit more gentle, like he's more gentle with the younger audience, and they're being more receptive. Versus when it comes to these older ladies, he like, baby, you like 10 years younger than me. Like, you should know the deal.
You should know, yeah.
Like you should know what's up. And that's something I don't know if you noticed, but I know it's like he done talk to women that are literally 18, that are literally, and it's so funny because he talks to them like a father figure. He like, baby girl, you don't know what you, baby. You only 20. You don't even this that. But you know what? When he was talking to them 30-year-olds, he like, all right, come on now. Hey, you got 3 kids. You know the deal. And I was like, he was turning a little bit because he was like, baby, you should already know the game. I'm not about to talk to you how I'm finna talk to this 22-year-old that's still in college. So yeah, but that was kind of my deal, with Kevin Samuels, and just, I mean,
but we gotta touch on that. We gotta unpack that a little bit. I love that. The reason I say I love that is because when you hit a certain age, you've had life experience. When you're in your 30s, you've had experience as far as the dating world, as far as male and female sexual marketplace values. Like you live this. So when you're still trying to base your life around a Disney movie, let's just face it. I always say that Disney has today's women all screwed up in the head. Everybody's not a Sierra. You're not going to find a Russell Wilson to come save you. Every woman is not Kim Kardashian, where you're going to date the elite guys because that's what you're around. That's honestly what it is. That's what she's around.
Hey, them Tyler Perry movies, ain't going to be no Shamir Moore at the end. Hey, I have to say my little quick spiel. Tyler Perry got the same plot. It's always a woman getting her ass beat. It's some shit going down. She getting her shit fucked up. And then it's some brother, baby, I'm here for you. She like, nah, I don't want this. I'm a Christian woman. I want to save this man that's still beating that's slapping the shit out of my goddamn back of my head and shit. Then she get to Medea. Medea like, girl, you better put that thing on him because he is in the third. And then she get one last ass whooping, then hold on, that's the final straw. Then she like, you know what? Maybe I need to get with this old God-fearing man that ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? But he let her go to church, and then boom. Hey, I just gave you the plot of like 8 Tyler Perry movies right there. Shit, easy. But you know what? But yeah, that's not gonna happen in the real world. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, CJ.
Hey, what's she saying that to? I wonder what she said. I wonder.
You're probably laughing about the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, about the Tyler Perry? Bro, that's how it be. Bro, y'all be seeing them, bro. I be seeing them Tyler Perry movies. I be like, I be like, where, you know what? I have to stop watching them because I'm like, you know what? This shit is all about the same. Hey, the woman they show in the first scene, I'm like, oh damn, she got her ass whooped, bro. I just be saying.
But it's always that's why I'm saying society has Black women feeling like it's always about them. It's always about save me, praise me, I'm woman and I'm this. Like, yes, you gave that disclaimer earlier. We love our Black women.
For sure.
We want nothing more but for you to be successful and be happy and be treated right. But you have to be able to be talked to. You have to be able to be coached. You have to be able to be a partner as well as being a man's influence. You can't go through your life feeling as if, oh, I'm gonna run the show. This shit's not gonna work for you. It won't. And I'm sorry, I give the example of how many times has Halle Berry been married? How many times has J-Lo been married? Hell, look at Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. How many times have we said Will needs to go ahead and just leave her? He just needs to go ahead, take that L and move on.
Actually, we ain't claiming. I mean, not well. Of course, we ain't claiming Jada, but we don't claim her. But
yeah, bro, you killing me. You telling the truth about the TP movie.
Man, what? Hey, we can have a whole episode about how all Tyler Perry go down and how he's a nuance. Hold on. Now, that's a real person that's bringing the Black community down with his depiction, with his depiction of dark-skinned Black. Man, why is it always a light-skinned brother saving the show? Except on Temptation with Lemon. Like, it's always something. But anyway, I digress. Justin, I wanted to ask you, I want to segue to kind of the second part. The autopsy haven't showed anything, but talk to me about maybe his final 24 hours, because look, I seen the stream, and actually I'll give you a synopsis. I don't know if you've seen it, but he was on stream 10 hours before about 10 hours before he passed away. And you hear a woman in the background, he's trying to do a show. He's like, hey, hey, get back. Hey, he's like, hey, I'm trying to protect you. He's like, hey, I'm trying to protect you. You know what I'm saying? And I seen how homegirl looked, but I'm gonna just say, maybe give me a rundown of maybe how do you because the autopsy haven't came yet. I got a theory on how he went down, but how do you think maybe his last 10 hours went? Because it's funny how everybody's talking about the karma, saying you're gonna die alone, and then he ended up dying with somebody that and his mom, and obviously he wasn't too. I mean, hell, he's 57, so his mom got to be shit. You know what I'm saying? So
she's up there, yeah. She probably like in her 70s or 80s, yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead, but talk to me about maybe how you feel like his last 10 hours went. And how do you think he maybe went down?
So I have to touch on what you said about people saying karma, oh, he died alone. Take in consideration, this man has been married twice. This man has a daughter.
I didn't even know he had any kids. I didn't know he had any kids till after this. I didn't know he had a daughter.
Also take in consideration that the man chose the lifestyle that he was living. Take in consideration that that's not to say women didn't want this man. Now, I didn't see the lady that he was with, but I have seen him on Instagram Live where he's been out and what was he at? He was over in Puerto Rico with two bad ones. I just being honest. Two bad ones where he was.
After the show, I'm gonna show you who exactly he had his last little 10 hours with. Yeah,
I'm hearing she was a big girl or whatever.
Man, she was. Can I pull this up on my laptop? Nah, man, I'm on the last time. I can't look that up. I ain't gonna look it up, but yeah.
To me, this is just, hey, man. To me personally, we don't know what his fetish was. We don't know what his get down was. Maybe he was into bigger women. Maybe that was his speed. But to sit there and say, oh, that was his karma, look at him, he died alone, blah, blah, blah. The man chose to be alone. And we always discuss this. Men hold the keys to relationship. Women hold the keys to sex. So at the end of the day, if a man truly wants to be with a woman, since you quote unquote don't want to be alone, that man can go to probably within his minutes, his time of fame, that man probably could have went to, I would say, 80% of the women that he wanted to and asked for their hand in marriage, and they would have entertained it. Straight up.
You know what?
Just on the fact of who he was and what his name was, and the bells and the shoulders that he was rubbing within the community. The man was on E! Entertainment. The man was on TMZ. The man had fame. And let's just keep it real. Most women go for dudes with fame.
Hey,
Wayne got a baby mama in Christina Milian, which is one of the dimes. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason he got a baby there. Okay,
so I was gonna say, so do you watch like television series and like television, like TV shows, or you don't really watch shows like that?
It all depends.
Okay, so have you seen Atlanta?
Yeah, I have. I haven't seen the new season yet, though, but I have.
Ironically, talking about his fame, this upcoming episode, he is on an episode of Atlanta. Actually, that's dropping tonight. He's on an episode of Atlanta on season 3. And I said, that is so eerie. That is so, I'm like, that's weird, because so the views just went up on Atlanta because he's going to play it, but I was going to say, me personally, I mean, kind of getting back to Kevin Samuels, he was talking about women. And if you see, I mean, let's keep it true. He's a single, pretty sure he was a millionaire.
I wouldn't say he's a millionaire.
You know what? If you Google it, they say he about 1.2. And and you can't go off Google because you really don't know what's in a man's pockets. But I'll say if he wasn't a millionaire, I'd say he was close.
So the 1.2 is probably saying what his network was, meaning things that he had ties into. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's liquidity to what's in your bank account or in your pocket,
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got to state that for our audience just in case they don't know and they feel like, oh, really?
Oh yeah, no, facts. But anyway, he passed away. Well, he lived alone. I mean, he was a single dude had bank. We'll say that. Dude had bank. He was a single dude. He always kept himself up. Dude always came in suit. And actually, I appreciate that. He ain't want to come up here with no damn. Well, for one, he damn near 60. So what he finna dress like me and you with the goddamn chains, backward hats and shit? Hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, if you ask me, I felt like he was getting his swerve on as a single man. He was getting his swerve on, yo. And it's so
easy.
He was easily getting his swerve on. Now, obviously, Derrick Jackson was getting his swerve on, but he was married.
Easy.
He was married and he was getting his swerve on. So if he was getting his swerve on a single level, when you're open, well, I'm sorry, on a marriage level, when you're single and it's like can't nobody don't nobody claim you for real? Oh, Kevin said he was getting his swerve on.
Easy.
And if you ask me, people think I called me crazy or whatever, but look at what the TMZ, every report said he died on top of that woman. He died on top of her, y'all. If you ask me, either after the stream or before, no, I think it was after the stream. He logged off.
Logged in somewhere else.
Hey, he checked out and he checked in. You know, that's all I'm saying. But you know what? I personally think because he died suddenly, like just out the suddenly. And I was trying to explain to Ivan I was like, bro, he's 57. 57 is up there. I mean, certain things you just can't do, you know. And me personally, he might be a wild theory. I think he took that honey pack. I think he took one of them gas stations, that ELEV8 5000 or whatever, some goddamn.
Took one of the male enhancement performance rooms.
I think he took one of them, to enhance his sexually. And man, I think he went on a ride. I think he went wild. Now, I had to look up because I mean, and this still appropriate, but I haven't took Viagra. You know, I don't have like an actual, not just me, but some men don't have ED like that. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to take the prescription. But I wanted to look up. I was like, you know what? I wonder how it feels. So let me look up to see. And people were having the same experiences, and just get with me. They say it's an elevated heart rate because it's up there. You know what I'm saying? It's up there and it's staying up there. You know what I'm saying? I remember this one dude, he said he took this little gas station pill. Man, his shit was up there for they said that, you know how they be like, after 4 hours, you know, if it ain't went down, you need to call somebody. He said, man, his shit was up for 8 hours straight. I said, damn. I said, you know, so if you ask me, I think he took one of them joints. Oh, and they all have the same thing. They said the elevated heart rate. Because when you're doing them when one of y'all do y'all activities later on this weekend or tonight, feel your heart rate and see that motherfucker. You in that bitch, you like, God, you know what I'm saying? But he's 57.
Yeah.
So imagine doing that. He taking all that. He looking at hunger. He said, shit, I'm gonna pop this little thing right here. We gonna get it popping. I think he took one of those, and man, he was in that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I really don't know. I mean, and this is a serious thing. He died suddenly. He died of a heart attack. You know, he was complaining. He was complaining of chest pains, and then obviously, you know, he died on top of her. Who just be, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, hey, he was, you know, he was doing his thing, and he, you know, I feel like he took that damn thing. His heart exploded his fucking chest. He said, damn, you know, and I'm saying this in a satire, funny way. Obviously, you know, I don't wish that on nobody, but hey, them damn pills are strong. Them gas station pills, oh my Lord, I don't.
You gotta read this comment, CJ.
What a 50-year-old something man was the best lover I had without the pill. So don't be talking about men that age. That's bad. Oh, sweet memory. Bro, get your horny ass up out here, dog. Hey, bro, why you always horny on our podcast? God damn. Now I'm playing. You know what? You don't know that. Hey, first off, she don't know that. Because he probably done lied to. Hey, he probably took it before he got on the way to wherever she lived at or whatever little spot, he probably do that with a Red Bull because he was drinking all the Red Bulls.
Now, I mean, shoot, how do I say this, man? I agree 100% with what you're saying. We don't know what supplements or whatever he was taking on top of if he was using a male performance enhancement drug. We don't know any of that, right? So at this point, it's all speculations. But
it's all speculation.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, like you said, you look at it, and me personally, I feel like, yeah, that man probably was living his best life.
Oh yeah,
think about it. You in women and men differ in that aspect. Women desire to be loved. Men desire to share love. So what that means for me is this man was out here, like you said, he probably had access to money. So it wasn't like he was tripping on taking women out, buying them things, taking them to a couple of nice restaurants, whatever the case, to wine and dine. And I mean, Miss Walker, I definitely want you to speak on this and comment on this. Since you put it out there, you've been with a 50-something-year-old man.
Hey, how old is Miss Walker? Hey, how old is she?
That's a good thing to ask too. But at the same point, like, we gotta know our roles as far as this dating world is concerned. If you're a man and you're taking a woman out, you're expected to pay for the evening, right? So 9 times out of 10, if a woman has just an amazing time with you and she's getting to know you, or y'all take it to that next level, she can't pay you back. She ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, you took me here and there. Here you go. Here's for my portion of the evening. Or she ain't gonna be like, hey, next date on me. Appreciate that. Not saying that some women don't, because I've ran into some women that do that.
Facts.
It's very few and far between that do that. So the only way she can pay you back is by showing you a good time, usually requires the bedroom. So with that being said, Miss Walker, we're going to dig in your business a little bit. I hope we're not offended. But how old are you, number one? And number two, being with a 50-year-old man, I mean, how old were you when this situation happened? And what was the circumstance? Because obviously you wasn't trying to seriously date this man. So
because I know you're not 50-something. So
yeah,
was it one
of those things of, hey, he was taking care of some bills for me? No disrespect, not trying to call you out like that. But I've ran into
call her ass out, man. I'm about to go in like Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna be in this hole like Kevin Samuels. Hey, I'm gonna take over.
We all know women that are like that. That will definitely, especially younger women that are totally interested in older guys, and they call them sugar daddies. We all know this. But at the end of the day, the reason he called sugar daddy is because he's getting that sugar up out of you, and he's treating you like he's your real daddy, because he's paying for stuff you can't afford, or he's paying for a lifestyle that you can't afford to keep up with. So, Miss Walker, please don't go quiet on us now. I'm ready to hear from you.
Hey, so while she typing or while she thinking about which lie she finna tell next, so like, he wasn't lying. All it took was
what's up, Miss Walker? I don't know, but
what is that?
I want to hear what Miss Walker got to say, because
that's what I'm saying. But hold on, so as she doing that, like, so Kevin Samuels went out like what? Maybe a single man. Like, he went out like, and people saying, oh, he died alone, and he died kind of how he's been living. I mean, he's been divorced twice. He, like, it ain't like he had a wife at the crib. He was, keeping it 100. He probably had his little pieces or whatever, and like he was a single man. Yeah. I mean, so y'all talking about his karma. His karma, bro. I guarantee you, for the rest of his life, he wasn't planning on getting remarried. I mean, he wasn't planning on having any more children. Hell, he only got one kid. And only people that got that one kid, they probably wasn't trying to. They like, you the one and done. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's really no L's taken.
No, it really wasn't, and I think that's what another thing that a lot of women were upset and mad about. Because remember, it was this big. I remember when he first came out, as far as out of the Black manosphere, and started doing the live podcast with women, and it was a big ordeal of them trying to call him gay, or he's soft, or he a punk because the man metrosexual, because the man likes to look fly, whatever the case may be. I'm not here to judge that, but what I will say is I felt like he got a lot of hate because he pointed out a lot of these women's flaws, as well as he was living a life that a lot of these women probably wish they could live, but they're not wired that way. You got to understand, from a man's perspective that has already been married twice, he probably made up in his mind, I'm not going back down that road again. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do something. We got to do something new here, CJ. While I got it still up here, we got to get that out. We got to play this. So let's take a commercial break. I'm proud to say that.
Go ahead.
Stay tuned.
New and now open in Highland Village.
Hi, I'm LaTarsha.
And I'm JD.
And we are the owners of Room 5280 Escape Room here in Highland Village.
People always ask me, what is an escape room? Well, an escape room is a 60-minute adventure where you and a group of others are inside of a room and you're expected to solve the puzzles and everything inside of the room in order to escape. Here at Room 5280, we have 3 awesome themed rooms. There's the Heist, where you actually break into a rich art collector's home, steal his money, and that's how you escape. We have the Experiment. The Experiment is actually my personal favorite. You conduct an actual experiment in order to escape from the room. And then there's the Mystery, the Sherlock Holmes experience.
And in addition to those 3 themed rooms, behind this beautiful barn door, we have meeting rooms equipped to seat up to 30 individuals for your birthday parties, corporate events, bridal showers, or just a girls' night out. We also have a small intimate room that sits up to about 6 individuals that you can rent as well. And what sets us apart from some of the others is that we allow you to bring in your food and drinks for free.
So if you're looking for a great place for your next birthday party, your corporate team building event, make sure you try
Room 5280. And don't forget to book online.
Now cut that ribbon.
And we're back just like that. Shout out
to our sponsors.
Yeah, shout out to Room. Shout out to Room 5208 in Highland Village, Texas. To the Davis family, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it, and we will continue to advertise. So please keep those commercials coming. But man, I just don't want to look bad because you see how Ivan them do it on theirs. We gotta make sure we match they fly.
Hey man, I'm trying to win podcasts of the BS3 network, dog. Shit. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hold on. Where is Highland? Hold on. Highland Village, not Highland Park.
Yeah,
it's Highland Village.
It's Highland Village. I think that's a different. I don't know. It got to be a different part of Dallas or Texas in general.
Hey, is that a part of the is that a part of the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. But we got Miss Walker here, so you go ahead and get with her real quick. Let me look that up.
Let me see. The brown round is the woo.
I know, right?
I'm 46 now. 39. I was 39/40 when I started. It kept happening for a while. I won't say for how long, but he took awesome care of me. He fell in love, and that's where the issues began. You tweaking, dog? What the fuck?
So
Oh,
what
wait, wait. Hold up. Is there a line? Man, we ain't got no line, bro. We gonna have to we gonna have to get on the
we
show.
gonna have to get her on. Yeah, Miss Walker. Once again, this platform is open for you as well. I would love to continue this conversation with you as a guest. So we definitely need to make that happen.
No, I just wanted to say, I wanted to talk a little bit, kind of like the last part. I want to talk about maybe like the legacy that he left behind, and I guess I can go ahead and start off first.
Yeah, please do.
I think he left behind. I mean, another Kevin Samuels is gonna be hard because he had wisdom. He was 57. He lived life. He lived life. So I feel like he left behind a good, I feel like he left behind a good standing with the real men and the real women that appreciated his words, because it was a lot of hateful women. It was a lot of hateful, and the men that hate, they're on that Derek Jackson side. They're pandering to they women. They kissing their ass. They doing all that shit. Kevin Samuels was keeping it real. You know what? I compare Kevin Samuels to how when Lil' Kim came out. Now, actually, y'all know, and that's funny because I'm like 25, but when Kim came out, like I wasn't even here yet. But I know Kim was one of the first people. Oh man, she was saying, woo, she was. I want it. Kim was. You know what? Kim was saying what the women were doing and what the men wanted to do with women, and she was getting crucified. She was like, "Ooh, she too provocative." She talking about, man, I can't even quote what she say on here. It's a little too much, but she was one of the pioneers of, kind of keeping it real. She like, hey, fuck all this. I want to hold your hand. All that. What's this damn song by Casey and JoJo? Not Casey and JoJo. All that. I'm down on bended knee. All that shit. Yeah, Boyz II Men. Yeah, man. She wasn't trying to hear that. She was talking about, getting her shit cracked. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was comparing her to Kevin Samuels as far as just that realism. Like, like Kevin Samuels was saying all the stuff, like, like you meet a girl, you like, damn, so you want me to pay for all this shit, but you ain't even, like, hell, you ain't even like all that. I can't say that to nobody because, hell, I'm gonna be called an asshole for life. But,
it's all right.
But Kevin Samuels just kept it real. Do I feel like he went hard on some people sometimes? I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I did. I'm like, all right, bro, like you ain't got to say all that. You could have just, but for the majority of times, he was keeping it a trill. He was just saying it how it is. He was getting crucified. That's my problem with society, because when you don't agree with the next man, then you're crazy. You're disrespectful. Something wrong with you. But Kevin Samuels, he left around a great legacy. Maybe, hold on, time out. Justin, how do you feel? Because black men are saying that he showed the worst of black women. How do you feel about that?
In my opinion, no, he didn't. I think that he put a mirror in front of a lot of black women and they didn't like what they saw. And the legacy that he left behind, for me personally, I mean, I've been following the Black Manosphere, which is something I want you to start following as well. I've been following the Black Manosphere since, I want to say, like 2000, 13 or 14. And one of the guys that I really listen to and really enjoy hearing is BGS Itmore. And he was one of the ones that really pushed Kevin Samuels out there, because Kevin Samuels used to be a guy that would call in and talk to BGS, and they would have those conversations, because it was what they considered a gender war back then, which was more so along the lines of men against women, women against men. But they basically said back in, I think that was like 2018 or 17, the gender war is over. We know who's victorious. Now we need for our women, meaning Black women, we need for them to come back to the table. We need for them to get off their high horse and understand and realize that we need each other. And that was one of the main things that I feel like Kevin Samuels was saying, but that's the legacy that he's going to leave behind is, okay, you can shoot for the stars all you want, but it doesn't mean you're going to land there. It doesn't mean you're going to be that. So what he was really saying in his message was the top 10% of men that all you women are chasing after, a lot of you don't qualify for that. It's just like me and you. I can want a Bentley all day, but can I afford a Bentley? No. So me wanting that doesn't mean I qualify for it. Doesn't mean I can afford it. Doesn't mean I can go get one. You know what I'm saying? So you really, my opinion, his legacy was live in your truth and accept who you are and be the best version of who you can be. He never said nobody wants you. He was speaking from the perspective of the top tier men. So when he's asking women their dress size, their age, when he's asking them to rate themselves on a scale of 1 through 10, and he's keeping it real, you can't be mad.
Yeah.
Like, he's just telling you the truth. Like, yo, you're not gonna get. Let's say, for example, if Barack Obama was single, it'll be several Black women throwing themselves at Barack Obama. But you ain't Michelle. You ain't gonna qualify for that. You know what I'm saying? Or same thing, even with Jay-Z. Females can say Jay-Z ugly all he want, but look at what he got on his arm.
Hey, that's so funny. Because Kevin Samuels. hey, Kevin Samuels used to be like, hey, rate yourself from 1 through 10 and you can't use 7.
Right.
Yo, no, that's just funny as far as like just like remembering Kevin Samuels. But you know, it's so funny how you get crucified for keeping it real.
Yep.
You get crucified. I mean, it's so funny how you have two sides. You have people, well, I am who I am. So you're either going to accept me or you're not going to accept me. But when you don't accept them,
then you the bad person. Yeah.
hey, then all of a sudden, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not opening your mind. But you just said you are who you are. So I'm like, okay, I don't like who you are. Right. And instead of being all whatever, it's you disrespectful. Oh, you don't like the Black woman. Oh, so you want a skinny white girl. And that's funny how he used to say, you know what? Y'all comparing race to, he was like, no, I never said I wanted a white woman. No, I just wanted you just to be healthier. And obesity is not, I mean, that's not being healthy. He's just keeping it a trail.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, some comments I do feel like, you know, he was kind of going in. But, you know, I just really feel like, you know, when you call on that show, you opening yourself up, really. So, you know, so either quit calling this damn man or, you know, because people, oh my God,
I think people I honestly feel like a lot of women felt like I'm going to be the one to shut him down. I'm going to be the one to put my big girl panties on today and shut this nigga down. Make Kevin Samuels look like the bitch that I know he is.
Yeah.
If they wasn't successful at it, that's when it becomes, oh, you just hating, or oh, you gay, or oh, you this or you that. Like, that's what it was. Because remember, he did an interview with Nicki Minaj, and people were like, oh, Nicki Minaj gonna let him have it, blah, blah, blah. No, he held his own and really put her in a place. Then he had the interview with the girl, the Instagram model that had the baby with PJ Tucker.
Brittany Renner.
Yes.
Brittany Renner.
He wasn't even like shitting on her. He just kept it real with her the whole time and was like, your best option is probably your baby daddy. Like, you need to quit. Like, you need to humble yourself, chill the hell out, and figure out how you can make that work. Because ain't nobody else gonna be out here checking for you like that. Because she's older. She's much older than, not much older than him, but she's older than her baby daddy. She had a man that was, quote unquote, allegedly in love with her. But at the same time, you got to think about it. That didn't do anything but raise PJ Washington stocks. And not only that, but the man got a little paper now. So at the end of the day, he's going to be more desirable than what she will ever be. And she had an interview where Cam Newton just went straight flat off on her. Like, no, nigga, I don't want you. Like, hell no. And I got money. Like, he was just letting her have it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you need to humble yourself and chill out. Yeah, you could be a good-looking chick, but that don't mean every dude wants you. Because even though, and you can attest to this, how many times have you seen like a chick that you like, damn, yeah, she bad, or she nice looking, but that don't mean you want to get at her. You know what I'm saying? You just appreciate what you looking at. But her attitude could suck, or she may not have anything to offer. So it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, on a serious note, like,
go ahead. Like you trying to get the words right.
brother, we fucked, dog. Look. Just look. You know what? The world is divided by either. I mean, at the end of the day, either you appreciate the Kevin Samuels that's gonna keep it real with you, or you appreciate the Derek Jacksons that's gonna tell you all the shit you want to hear, but at the end of the day, he ain't living how he living. He got his girl in the bonnet talking about this, the bonnet of truth, or some bullshit like that. What the fuck? Nigga, she was talking about some, hey, I'm wearing this skirt in the name of, like, Jesus. I don't know, or some shit. I was like, baby girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You look like a dumbass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he embarrassed himself as well as his wife. But that's just to my point that I make. Like, yo, y'all, and when I'm saying y'all, black women, man, you can't support just shit that benefits you. It's just like when we talk about white supremacy. White people may not want to recognize it because it benefits them. Just like black women. If you know a dude kissing your ass, but he's totally wrong, don't just sit there and let him do it because it benefits you and makes you feel good about yourself. Don't be afraid to hold up that mirror and say, okay, yeah, I do got some things I need to work on. And I think if a lot of those women would have took that approach with Kevin Samuels, you wouldn't have saw him become what he had became. And you wouldn't have had so many haters of his style of keeping it real. Because at the end of the day, that's all it was to me. Like, yo, he kept it real, not only with women, but men as well. And that's my challenge to the people that don't know him or don't know his speaking. Go back to his earlier work. Go back to when he was speaking to men and he was telling dudes to get out the hood, get off your mama couch, stop doing the same shit, put the video game back, go take care of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Go back to those videos and look at the backlash that he got from men. It wasn't like that. And watch what he says. What do you have to offer a woman? What benefit does she have of being with you? How is that? How are you going to be able to protect, provide, and also nurture, care, and basically grow with a woman? What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with me and you, CJ, that's one thing that me and you are going to have advantage of is we've never been taught how to date. So us now, we can teach our boys how to date. When they get older and they start coming and talking to us, hey, Dad, I really like this girl, whatever. Okay, tell me about it. You'll know what to talk to your son and ask him what is it that he likes about her besides the physical. Don't tell me she pretty, because pretty is what you think she is. But what else does she have? What substance? What characteristics? What motivates her? What shows her? Or what do you see in her that you feel like you can benefit from that's going to push you and elevate you to the next level?
Hey, probably at that age, man, he probably just looking at her face or that booty or whatever. He gonna be looking. He's like, hey, man, she cute. Okay, but what about?
But we want
Dad,
them to.
cute.
We want them to be.
Like,
that's the thing. We want them to be more than that. We want them to understand. Yeah, that's fine and all, but at a certain age, like, yeah, probably when my son's 19, I'll keep it real with him. I'll talk to him like, all right, if you just looking to smash her, then that's cool. But if you looking to really like be with her, then you got to tell me something more, baby boy. What we doing?
Justin, like I told you a couple of episodes ago, I told you I want my son to get his heart trampled. I want him to, real shit. Look. I want my son to get his heart broken. Therefore, he gonna be sitting there crying. Gonna be out here crying, right? And he gonna be like, and he gonna stop. He gonna settle, and he gonna be like, should I rise up and be a real one, be a real nigga, and just boss up, or should I just sit down? Continue getting walked on, continue being the fourth option. That is what I'm waiting for from my son. I'm gonna just look, and if he anything like his boy, he gonna rise up. He gonna be like, you know what? I really don't need this shit. And when his crush try to see him the next day on the locker room at, passing by the locker. My locker was 328. Her locker was 326. She's going to be like, oh, hi, Chris. Oh, hi. Hey, I'm out here. Why you so dry with me? Oh, I'm cool. Oh, so you ain't going to walk me to class? Nah, I'm cool, baby. I ain't walking you to class. I ain't walking you to shit.
I
go get Derek to walk you. Hey, hold on.
Yeah, go get Derek to walk.
Hey, go get Derek to walk.
Put your bonnet on. Put your bonnet on.
Yeah.
Let him tell you how much of a queen you are.
Right.
Let him tell you how a black man ain't shit because they don't know how to treat you.
Right.
Oh my God, man. I swear to you, that's the only thing I can ever think about every time when I see women or people going in on Kevin Samuel. I'm just like, yo, but y'all the same ones that supported Derek Jackson. Y'all the same ones that bought this man book. Y'all the same ones that made this man feel like, oh yeah, he can do tours. And it's like, what are we supporting? Like, what are we doing? And just like I said, for men that got something to say about him, I'm like, George Zimmerman is out here walking a free man. Where your gangsta at now? Where your real hard nigga at now? Because George Zimmerman's still out here.
Facts, brother. You said it best, man.
I mean, I don't really like when I think of that, and I think of people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, or people that put on that tough persona. They so hard, so gangster. Well, I'm like, all right, well, I don't see you really doing. You quick to bust another man's head, another man that looked like you. You quick to bust his head, but that wasn't them white boys try you and this. Oh no, he probably police, or no, I ain't finna get in trouble. Like, huh? What's the logic in it? I don't really understand, but that's just me though. But now let's go ahead. Give me your final thoughts, because we're gonna wrap it up. And Miss Walker, I'm definitely gonna reach out. CJ, make sure you reach out to her too, so we could try to schedule to get her on. Next week, man, I want to run it by you though. I sort of wanted to do something different
what you want to do?
Like in the midst of the college graduates that is taking place now. I wanted to have a person that I totally admire, a person that gives me sound advice that I really look up to. She's doing, she's killing her industry, and she's doing a fantastic line of work. And I just wanted to have her on to speak about how we need to present ourselves, what our resumes look like, and how we attack corporate America. Because one thing about her, man, and me and her had this conversation, she was struggling because she dreaded her hair. And she was struggling because when she first got in corporate America, she was like, nah, that ain't the look. They gonna have something to say, blah, blah, blah. But now she's been in it for a minute. She got her feet worked. She knows she's a beast in her field, and they can't really say nothing to her because she know her shit. But I want to have her on to just talk to not only us or young adults, but adults even older than us, as far as how to attack this corporate America giant. But go ahead.
Well, actually, now I would love to speak to her, and we can title it Black People's or let me see, just Black people in corporate America. Because actually, I got to talk to you about something. I had my first corporate experience 3 weeks ago, because I work remote and I'm a recruiter, and I'm the only and I'm gonna talk to you about it later. But I had my first cultural experience in how I was actually told I was too urban. I wasn't necessarily saying I was urban, but they were saying some of the stuff I was saying, like, you know how I be saying, like, yeah, bet that, like this, you know how I talk. I was saying it out there. The white people did not like that. So I'd love to have her on the show. We can both talk about both our experiences. And I'm going to talk to you offline, because just on a quick note, somebody I know wants to make a short film about my experience in corporate white America. So we can talk about that later on. But yeah, I'm trying to tell you, that was you might be used to it, but I was like, man, so y'all think so that was all experience. But anyway, but we say that. Oh yeah, go ahead.
You'll just trust me, man. You'll get used to it, because within our culture, I get it. We have this notion of this mind frame of keeping it real and representing, but the best way to represent is when you get yourself to that higher level, CJ, and you able to pull in your younger cats, them other cats that's looking at CJ like, damn, CJ doing corporate America events, like, damn, that's what's up. Then you able to get them up there, and you able to get them to teach the next generation. That to me is keeping it real and representing. So yeah, you got to play the game. You got to know how to play the game. That's my best advice to you. Learn the game.
I don't know how to play the game. I don't know how to play.
Trust
I don't know how to play the game.
Trust me, you're gonna learn. And the best way to do it is you made that comment very clear in the chat when you were talking to Ben about, man, I wish I would have known your parents were on. You know, I'm a yes sir, yes ma'am type of guy.
Yeah.
Take that same energy with you to those corporate events. and watch how those doors just open on up, because it becomes CJ so well spoken. He's such a polite guy. I really like that guy because you already stand out. CJ, you a young black 6'4" boxer. Dude, you gonna stand out, man. You gonna stand out. So you learn to play that game. Trust me, brother. And believe me, if you need any type of advice, you can reach out to me. You got Ivan, you got Ben, you got Eric Butler. You got guys that can tell you how to work this game and how to pimp this game in order for it to pay its residuals to you, in order for you to pull up the next person. Believe me, brother.
Oh, facts, man. Go ahead and bring on the next episode, man. We on there. We in there.
Already. So with that being said, any last word to the people on the Kevin Samuels topic? Because I'm glad we got to address this, and I'm putting it to bed. I ain't worried about it no more.
First off, Mavs in 7. Secondly, Kevin Samuels was a one of a kind, and he gonna be missed by his family, but he was also, one of the people that was, keeping it real and doing all that. It's a dying breed because you get crucified for your ideologies because you're not in tune with everybody else. So I would just say, be who you are and you take a stance. Even if your own people bring you down, you still bringing that truth. So, keep doing what you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with being truly who you are. And there's nothing wrong with stating with what you want. And for my black men, women do it all the time. They want a nigga with money. They want a nigga that got some clout. They want a nigga that know how to do all this shit in the bedroom. So if that's what type of time they on, go ahead and be like, well, shit. Your big ass a little too damn heavy. Shit. Hey, I want somebody that's doing this, that, and the third, because they gonna let you know. So you just let them know. That's my 2 cents.
I agree with you totally. I think Kevin Samuels will be missed within Black culture alone. I totally see the Black manosphere missing him as well, but the legacy lives on. I think that he has brought light and truth to the table where a lot of women, whether they want to say it or not, they're definitely going to be looking at themselves. And I think for us as Black men, I hope that his message gave you confidence. I hope that his message gave you self-worth and self-value to understand what you mean to this world and what you mean to society. And don't settle for, oh, I got to kiss her ass in order to get what I want. Be who you are. Make her understand that you have value and self-control and self-esteem as well. And make sure as much as you catering to her, that she's catering to you as well. And that's really all I got to say, man. So with that being said, we're going to jump on out of here. You said Mavs in 7?
Mavs in 7, shit. They playing about 30 minutes, shit. So.
Yeah, I got to see what this going to turn out like, but we'll see. I don't know.
Hey, I'm going to text you throughout the day. If you still awake for the whole game, hell, you might be asleep by 4 quarter, hell, man. Mavs been playing late, man. I'm like, damn, can we get an early game?
Yeah.
So I'm tired of staying up till like 11 o'clock. Shit, I'm like, damn.
Nah, I like watching TNT, honestly. I'll go catch them. I'll catch them the next morning. I go watch the YouTube clips of it. I just love hearing Charles Barkley, man. That dude's hilarious.
Yeah, facts.
Although he do be clowning, but hey, that man funny, man. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Facts.
But all right, my brother, I'm gonna holler at you. And to everyone, thank you for watching. And for those that are gonna watch later on, please feel free to leave comments. We can still go back and see them. And Ms. Walker, we'll definitely be in contact with you as well. So with that being said, we're out. Holla.